What's up, guys? It's Eric Kelly, aka the Tech Gentleman, bringing you guys another video. Today we'll be taking a look at probably the most anticipated device of the year, which is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. But before I get going, I want to remind you guys, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Threads. I have links in the description below. Also, I have links to all the latest Samsung devices, Fold, Flip, Watch 8, all that stuff in the description as well. And if you got any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. I'll make sure to get back to you. But without further ado, let's talk tech. Alright guys, so like I said, the most anticipated device of the year, the follow-up to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6, which it came out to kind of mixed emotions. Some people felt like Samsung didn't do enough. For me, coming from a Fold 4, as soon as I held it, I was immediately sold, right? Normally, I do every 2 years, and that held true until the 7. I feel like this is the first device where no matter which fold you have, this one really just is leaps and bounds better and really addresses kind of everything that we are or have been looking for. So unboxing, as you know, same thing over the years, complaining about it all the time. There's not much in here. We'll take a look and see. We got Type-C cable, and let me know if you guys want to know more about charging, because I've been on this journey to maximize my charge speeds, and in trying to do that, I've been finding that everything in the chain matters, right? The source, the cable, the port, it's a mess. So let me know if you guys want to know more about that. I'll definitely do something. And so I haven't seen one yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and claim it. Take this over there, a little sticker off. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and claim it. I think this is the first. Unboxing of a black fold, right? The matte black, the stealth black. I'm liking it. And we know there's nothing else in the box, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this to the side. And that way we can get down to while we're here. So we're gonna go ahead and do the peel off the front right there. And the inside as well. Hi-yow. And there it is. This thing looks crazy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and power this guy on. And while it's coming on, we'll do some comparisons with the Fold 6 as far as physically. So make sure it's coming on. But yeah, so I actually held and played with this one in Best Buy like the day after they announced it or whatever. And immediately when I touched it, I knew, yeah, this is going to be a problem. I wasn't going to be skipping this year. But so let's go ahead and compare here. So we got the Fold 7 and the Fold 6. And so just physically, we can kind of see that there is a little bit of a size difference. The Fold 6, it is shorter. It is a little more narrow, which translates to the inside screen as well. But the biggest benefit is going to be the front screen. So on the Fold 7, the front screen is wider and it is taller. And so first fold. And yeah, people talking about that wobble. It is crazy, right? If you think about last year had a little wobble. This year, I mean, it's a bigger device, so the wobble's going to be bigger. But so we can kind of compare front screen here on both of these guys. So like I said, this one is a lot closer to the more traditional screen size and aspect ratio that we're kind of used to. And it translates to the inside screen as well, which we'll take a look at. Our first time opening it. Ooh, Hinge is crisp. And that crease is super minimal. Like, I'm sure once we use it a little bit more, it'll kind of break in a little bit, but right now, that joint is, yeah, this feels crazy. Focus, okay. So yeah, so the inside screen, we can kind of see the difference in real estate here that you're getting as well. So bigger inside screen, bigger outside screen, thinner, lighter, same size battery, better camera, better processor. This just feels crazy. While I got them open, we'll go ahead and just compare the thickness. I mean, try to get a shot here, but look at that difference. Like when it's open, this is already kind of thin on the Fold 6, but when you close them up, that's really when things start to get kind of crazy. And man, so I don't have another phone here to a candy bar style phone to compare it to, but just the thinness of this guy year over year, this is easily the biggest jump that they've made, easily. And in the hand, it feels more dramatic because it's bigger, but it's lighter, which is kind of crazy. So we kind of look around. So one of the things we were talking about were the buttons. The new buttons have to be thinner to accommodate the thinner chassis, which I don't know if that's going to be an issue or not. We'll see. Seems to work fine, which is good. Volume up and down. You got the top. Man, look at that. Look at that. You really only have room for.
Turn on accessibility mode.
No, we're not
Continue
doing
holding
that.
the screen with 2 fingers until you hear a beep.
Go ahead, turn you down. Yeah. Make sure you all the way down. Everything. Talking to. All right. Yeah. So, like I was saying, the SIM card tray. There's no room, right? And this is what I'm kind of worried about in this pursuit of thinness. I can see them saying like, well, we got to get rid of the SIM card tray because it's too thick for the new super duper thin phones we're trying to do. I don't care about that. Give me my SIM card. I need that. We also have the cameras on the back here. So we have a new 50 megapixel. I'm sorry. We have a new 200 megapixel main camera sensor. We have the same ultra wide and same zoom as last year. And they did add autofocus to the ultra wide, which I think if you're trying to do more vlogging style stuff, that will be kind of important. Very clean, kind of stealthy back. And they're doing this thing year over year. Like it's not as big a deal this year, but where they just kind of like move the LED just a little bit. Like I don't know what the point is in doing that. They kind of just move it up, down from the bottom to the side. It's weird. All right, and so looking at the bottom here, we see the Type-C port, which once again, you don't have much room for anything else there. Like it is pretty much just enough room for that port. Yeah, if they start trying to float that, that's going to be crazy. And then the inside, this is super thin. So of course we're also looking to make sure that it opens up flat as well, which I don't know. Doesn't seem 100% flat. But I mean, it's so thin, it's almost negligible at this point. I mean, because if you look at my Fold 6, it kind of had a little room to open up a little bit more. As you can see, it wasn't completely flat, but I mean, over time, I'd say that never really bothered me. So I doubt it will bother me on this guy. But yeah, but just picking this guy up, it is, man, this feels crazy. The hinge feels great. I say it's super springy, like even being right there, it's just popping open. So it holds tight there, but once you get to about there, it's wanting to come open. So that's interesting. So yeah, so if you're doing any kind of folded stuff, using any of those features that they advertise where you kind of sit it and prop it up, once you get a little past 90 degrees on there, you're kind of pushing it before it just wants to pop open. So deal with that what you will. I will say one thing that's kind of, we can still do this. We can do like the tint mode still. It'd have to be a little bit sharper angle, but you still got that option to rock out like that. I do sometimes use my Fold 6 kind of sitting up like this, where I have something on the front display like a clock or timer or something like that while I'm working. and I'll just have this kind of propped up off to the back like this. So that's something that seems like it'll still work pretty fine. But this camera bump, man, sheesh. One of my biggest complaints has always been the cameras, but I don't know. Now I feel like I got to come up with some sort of mechanism to balance this out. Because the thing is, you don't want to take away from the thinness with like a super thick case, but also those cameras are out there, boy. But yeah, so the one elephant in the room obviously is the no S Pen support. There are some guys out there who have been kind of working on that. They've got some alternatives to the S Pen. They've got some things that they've worked out and figured out. But yeah, man, having no S Pen support is one of those things where it's like, until they take it away, it doesn't really hurt until you don't have it anymore. And so for me, I had all these grand plans about using my Fold S Pen, which is the same one from the 4 that works on the 6. And I used it a couple times in a pinch, but on the day-to-day I didn't use it because I would have to keep up with this separately. But them taking away that functionality altogether on here, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they're going to try to bring it back in some other form, and it's going to cost, but I think not having that functionality altogether kind of sucks. But yeah, this has been the Fold 7. This is the black. I'm going to go ahead and pop my main SIM in here, and we're going to be off to the races setting this guy up. If you guys got any comments, questions, suggestions, you want to tell me about your experience with the Fold 7 so far, definitely go ahead and do that. But until next time, I'll talk to you guys. Peace.